I hope I'm audible to everyone, so we can go ahead and start with our today's free live session. Just make it good. All right. Stuck screen. Are you able to hear me? If you all can confirm you all are able to hear me, I can start with our session. Yes, now it's working. All right. All right. So I think you all are able to hear me now. Everyone is able to hear me. Okay, great. All right. Welcome to today's session, everyone. All of you, those who are new and are attending my live workshop for the first time. A big welcome. Organic Creation is my YouTube channel, and I have a lot of videos that I post here. I make a lot of skincare products. I'm a cosmetic formulator. I formulate skincare products. I take workshops as well. So if anyone is interested in learning how to make these products, if anyone is interested in selling your products for business purpose, you all can definitely go ahead and attend the workshops that we have. I'll quickly give you all a little bit of idea about what we are going to be. Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon to everyone who has joined in. If you all want to ask me any questions throughout the session, please write it in the chat box. I will be taking all the questions as I get free. I will be reading the chats and I'll be answering your questions. So I'll just give you all a quick idea about what is our session all about today. Today we are going to be making two different types of gels. These are basic gels that we are going to be making. There are a lot of other advanced gels that we make. There are a lot of gelling agents that we have to make gels. Today I'm going to be making two basic gels. One is going to be a green apple gel. The other one is going to be a lemon gel. Now this is specifically for the heat. It's been too humid, too hot these days. So these gels are just going to hydrate your skin. They are going to make your skin feel nourished, fresh and hydrated. Very simple and very easy to make method. We are not going to be using any base gel or anything like that. We are going to be making our gel from scratch. So I hope everyone can hear me. I just hope I'm clear and audible to everyone. Please do write down in the chat box if anyone is unable to hear me. So we are going to be using a gelling agent today, which is Carbomer. Carbomer 940 or Carbomer 980. It's also called Carbapol, Carbomer. Both are the same ingredients. This is a very, very good gelling agent. Just give me a minute. Just a minute. Alright, okay. So I think now you all will be able to hear me more clearly. So Carbomer or Carbapol, this is a very, very good gelling agent which makes quick gels, very easy to make gels. So I'm going to be telling you all, showing you all how we are going to be using this and making our gels today. Now there are a lot of other gelling agents available in the market, but we are not going to be using them. This is very easy to make, so that's the reason why I'm going to be using this. Alright, so classes, alright. Okay, for classes or anything for workshops, you all can connect with me on the WhatsApp number. I will be mentioning that right now in the chats itself. So you all can go ahead and contact me for that on the WhatsApp number that's given. Alright. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll quickly go ahead and start with the making of the gel now. I'm going to give you all the ingredient list. Please make a note of it, whatever ingredients are needed to make the gel. Alright, so the first thing that we need is the gelling agent, and the gelling agent for this is Carbomer 940. If you get Carbomer 980 wherever you live, that is fine. You can go ahead and buy that as well. Now the measurements I'm going to give you all, please take it down because there is no PDF that is going to be given for this. So you'll need to take down all the measurements accurately. So the Carbomer is going to be 1 gram. You're going to be using 1 gram Carbomer. Now you can adjust the Carbomer as per your choice if you want your gel to be more thin or if you want your gel to be more thick. We are going to be using 1 gram Carbomer here. Now, if at all you feel that when you make your gel, the gel is too thick, then you can go ahead and reduce the rate of Carbomer to 0.75 grams. And by any chance, if you get, the gel is too thin, which generally it will not be, then you can go ahead and maximum usage rate, you can use 1.25 grams. Nothing more than 1.5 grams of Carbomer we use. We don't use more than 1.5 grams. Now this Carbomer, this gelling agent that we are using is the same that we get our aloe vera gels with. Most of the market bought aloe vera gels that we get is made with Carbomer. Plus there are a lot of other gel ingredients, skincare products that we get where Carbomer is used. So it is a very good and a very stable gelling agent which we are using. Our water is going to be 66 grams. We are going to be using 66 grams of water. Alright, so if you all have written it down, we are using 1 gram of Carbomer and we are using 66 grams of water. Okay. I hope I'm clear to everyone. I hope my video is not paused. If any problem, please write it in the chat box. Okay. Yeah, it is, just see if you can hear me. No? It's okay. It is Carbomer 940 or Carbomer 980. Either one of the two you can use. Then the water is going to be 66 grams. Don't put this on. Water is going to be 66 grams. Carbomer is going to be 1 gram. Now for making, we are going to be making two different gels. One is going to be a green apple gel and the other one is going to be a lemon gel. So for that I'm going to be using hydrosols. So this is my green apple hydrosol which I'm going to be using, and this is my lemon hydrosol which I'm going to be using. Now you can go ahead and make the hydrosols yourself. I do have a free video on that as well, where you can go ahead and make your own hydrosols, or else you can buy the hydrosols from the market. There is no problem. You can use any one of those. This is a variation how you can go ahead and make your gel. This is one way. One way is by using a hydrosol. The other way where you can make a variation is you can use extracts. So in case if you have green apple extract, if you have strawberry extract, if you have lemon extract, you can introduce extracts and also make your gels. Now, if at all you are going to be using extracts, you can use up to 2 grams of extract. You can use 2 types of extracts and it will be 2 grams each. Now, for a 100 gram batch, please make note of this. For a 100 gram batch of whatever gel you are making, you will not exceed more than 5 grams of extract. 5 grams is the maximum extract that you can use if you're making a 100 gram batch. If you're using hydrosol, you can use a higher quantity. So here I'm using green apple hydrosol and lemon hydrosol. That is going to be 30 grams. Hydrosols are, you can use it in a higher quantity. It's not so concentrated. Extracts are very concentrated, so we are using it in a lower quantity. So if you are introducing extracts, you are going to be using only 5 grams. And for someone who asked, can I make a watermelon gel? Yes, definitely you can go ahead and make watermelon gel. You can go ahead and introduce watermelon in the form of an extract, in the form of a glycerite, in the form of hydrosol. You can introduce in all these ways. How to make glycerites, that video also I have. How to make infused oils and glycerites, I have that free video, so you all can refer to that. So you all can make all these various ways and introduce it in your gel. Now for this gel, to give it a good texture, to give a good humectant to your skin, to give good moisturizing property to your skin, we are going to be using glycerin. So the glycerin is going to be 2 grams. We are going to be using 2 grams of glycerin for this formulation. I'm going to repeat the whole formulation again, so please don't worry. I'm just talking about every ingredient that we are going to be using right now. Preservative, the preservative that we are going to be using to make this gel is phenoxyethanol. It's a very broad spectrum preservative. So that is the preservative we are going to be using for making this gel. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and repeat the whole formulation once again for those who want to take it down, for those who wants to make note of the whole formulation, please go ahead and do that. Extracts will be water soluble. We are not using any oil soluble products for making the gel because we do not have any solubilizers present in the gel. Now for much more advanced gel making, we use solubilizers where we can introduce oil, but for the basic gel that we are making, we are not using any solubilizer. So whatever extracts you're using, please make sure it is only water soluble extracts. So now I'm just repeating the formulation once again for all of you all. Please take it down. For both the gels, the formulation is going to be the same. Carbomer is going to be 1 gram. Distilled water is going to be 66 grams. Please make sure that you are only using distilled water. You're not using battery water, your filtered water, your AquaGuard water, tap water. None of this water is going to be used to make a gel. Alright, because these gels have they contain 90% of water, so it has maximum possibility for eels and bacteria and molds to develop on your gel. So you have to be extra precautious when you make the gel so that your gel stays fresh for a longer time. So quickly I'm going to tell you all the formulation again. Carbomer 1 gram, distilled water 66 grams, green apple extract, that is 30 grams, green apple extract 30 grams, lemon extract. These are for both the formulations. First formulation, which will be green apple extract, that will be 30 grams green apple extract, and for the other formulation, that is the lemon one which we are making, you will add the same lemon extract 30 grams. Rest everything remains the same. Only the your hydrosol, not extract. I'm sorry, it's hydrosol. The hydrosol will be 30 grams. So green apple hydrosol will be 30 grams. Glycerin will be 2 grams. 2 grams glycerin, vegetable glycerin, the normal glycerin that we use. Preservative is going to be phenoxyethanol. That is going to be 1 gram. So for every 100 gram formulation that you make, you will add 1 gram phenoxyethanol. And then you need a very important ingredient for preparing this gel, without which the gel is not going to form into a gel, and that is triethanolamine. This is the bottle of triethanolamine. The short form that it is called, very convenient to say, is TEA. TEA is the short form and the name of it is triethanamide. Now this is basically a pH adjuster. What happens is, the reason why we need this is because the carbapol or the carbomer, it's one and the same, what we are using in our formulation, it only gels when the pH is around in between 6 and 7. if the pH, now the pH of distilled water generally is around 5, 4.55 is the pH of distilled water. So when you use this water, it is it's not possible for the carbomer to start gelling because it needs a pH of at least 7, in between 6 and 7. So to bring it, to increase the pH, to bring it to that level so that the carbomer will start gelling, you need this TEA. Until and unless the pH of the water is not going to increase, the carbomer is not going to convert into a gel. So this is a very, very important ingredient without which the gel will not happen. I'll just take some questions before we start the making. After this, quickly we are going to start the making of our gels. Hydrosol, yes, I'm really sorry, it is not extract, hydrosol. If anyone is interested in adding extracts, it's only going to be 5 grams of extracts. Please make a note, extracts are very concentrated, so you cannot be adding such a high amount of extracts in your formulation. If you are adding extract, you need to add maximum 5 grams. You have a choice to combine extracts. You have a choice that you can go ahead and combine 2 or 3 extracts together. Alright, not necessarily that you have to use only one extract. If you want, you can go for a cucumber and an aloe vera extract. You can go for a chamomile or a calendula extract. You can go for rose or lavender. You can make such combinations depending on your skin type, and you can make your gels. TEA quantity will only be about 4 to 5 drops. Now, when we are making the gel, we will see. The moment we add about 3 drops itself, the pH will go high. Now, till the time we don't get a proper gel consistency, means the pH is not set. If need be, we can just add another 1 or 2 drops till the time we don't get the right gel consistency. Okay, it's TEA. T, E and A. The tea that we drink, the tea, coffee, it is that TEA. How to make an extract? I do not make extracts. I make hydrosols, I make glycerides, I make infused oils, I make infused water, but I do not make extracts. So I would really not be able to help out with the extracts. I do know the technique of making extracts, but I don't personally do it because it is very time consuming. You need to keep it, store it for a very long time. So I do not make extracts. Alright, so now quickly we will start with the making of the product. Now this is my container here, this is my bowl. Now the reason I have already gone ahead and added carbomer in this is because carbomer takes a very long time to dissolve in the water. Now you can see the color of this water, it is not white, it is off-white, it's a little translucent. That is because all the carbomer has got dissolved in the water. Now when you add carbomer directly, when you add carbomer to the water, it does not dissolve easily. It at least takes about 45 minutes to come to this, to dissolve and look like this. It takes about 45 minutes. So that is the reason why I have pre-dissolved it so that we can quickly go ahead and make the gel. So now here what I have is, I have my distilled water with the carbomer added to it. That's all, I have not added anything else. Now we are going to go ahead and add the remaining ingredients. Yes, you can make extracts at home. You can make extracts with a base of alcohol. You can make extracts with a base of glycerin. These are the 2 ways in which you can go ahead and make extracts. Alright, so now here I have my green apple hydrosol, which I'm going to go ahead and add into this. As per the quantity that I have given you all, I'm going to add the same amount of quantity hydrosol in this container. I hope everyone can see it clearly. Okay. So I have gone ahead and added my green apple hydrosol in this. Now this hydrosol already has some color added to it. It has a very nice fragrance as well added to it. So what happens is, one benefit when you add a hydrosol to your formulation, you don't need to go ahead and add any further fragrance, or you don't need to add an extra additional fragrance to it, because already the hydrosol has its very good fragrance. So that is something which you don't need to add. That 1 gram you can add to water. If at all you're not adding the fragrance, 1 gram will go to water. Instead of 66, you can add 67 grams of water. Now the next ingredient that I'm going to go ahead and add is my glycerin. This is also something which I have not yet added. So I'm going to go ahead and add my glycerin here. Alright, and now I will just go ahead and give this a mix. So here in this bowl right now, I have my distilled water, I have my glycerin, I have my carbapol, and I have my green apple hydrosol. Green apple hydrosol has extremely good anti-astringent properties, very very good for acne prone skin, very good for skin which has itchiness, which is very sensitive, where your skin is too allergic to anything. Green apple is very moisturizing, very hydrating, along with having anti-astringent properties. So if you have any skin type, you can go ahead and very safely use this green apple hydrosol. Yes, you can go ahead and mix 2 or 3 hydrosols as well, but you have to make sure which hydrosols are you mixing. Do these hydrosols really complement each other? Can they be mixed together? Knowing all that before you mix 2 different hydrosols or 2 different extracts is very very important. Alright, so now I'm just going ahead and mixing all the ingredients together, and if you see, it is a very liquid consistency. This is nowhere close to a gel. So now we are going to go ahead and add our main ingredient, which is going to create this into a gel, and that is our TEA. Okay, so now I have just gone ahead and added 4 drops of TEA to this, and I'm mixing this, and I will show you all how I have got this lovely gel. After adding the TEA, mixing is very important. This is not yet well mixed. You need to very well combine this together. Now till the time the pH of the water was not between 6 to 7, this did not gel. So you all seen right here how when the pH increased, how this converted into a gel. I'm just giving this a very good mix, and I will add a little bit green color to this since this is a green apple gel. And this has an amazing fragrance of the green apple. So if you all can see, get me the yellow pigment. If you all can see how this is converted into a gel, it's in yellow pigment. And now I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of green color to this. I have this green pigment. I'm going to go ahead and add a little, and then we will add our preservative. As I said, for the preservative, we are going to go ahead and add phenoxyethanol. So I will first add my little green color to this. Depending on your choice, how you like the color to be, a dark green, a light green, you can add the color accordingly. It's not dissolved completely. Yeah, that is because you're not giving it enough time to dissolve. That's the reason why I said it needs at least around 45 minutes to 1 hour for the carbopol to dissolve completely in the water. It does not dissolve easily like here you put the carbomer and there it is all dissolved in the water. It doesn't work like that. So that is the reason why you need to keep it at least for the next 45 minutes to 1 hour to dissolve. So I'll show you all how the gel looks. It's a very light green color. I can add a little more color to this to enhance it. I'll add little more to it so that you all can also see the color well. And in the same way, this is a green apple gel. You can make any other gels of your choice using glycerides, using hydrosols, using extracts. You can make any amount of gels. Okay. So now if you all can see, this is the gel. I hope everyone can see the gel nicely and clearly. And now we'll go ahead and add our preservative here. We don't have to double boil. No, there is no double boiling or nothing at all required when you're making a gel. There is absolutely no heating required when you're making this gel. Okay, so here I'm going ahead and adding phenoxyethanol. You can also go ahead and add any other water soluble preservative for more transparency to your gel. What happens is, though phenoxyethanol is a very, very broad spectrum preservative, it is not water soluble. So that is why your gel it doesn't get a very translucent, but a little translucent once you add the preservative. But it is still, I'll show you all how it looks, but it's a very broad spectrum preservative and it preserves your product for a very long time. Okay, so this is the look of the gel. There you will see a little few particles of the undissolved pigment, but with after some time they will automatically dissolve. It will automatically get dissolved. It is water soluble pigment. So yes, very important, whatever pigment you are using, it has to be water soluble, because if it is not water soluble, it is just going to stay there. It is not going to solubilize with the water. So that is again very, very important. Mine is water soluble, just a little more mixing needed and all the particles will be dissolved. So this is the gel, the green apple gel which we have made. Very, very easy to make and very, very lightweight on the skin. Like even if I take a little gel and I apply, it's like you just don't feel that you have applied anything. Very nice and lightweight on the skin. And very refreshing, very hydrating, very refreshing. If you can make an aloe vera gel, you can apply the gel on your hair, you can apply the gel on your skin, on your face. You can sell the gel. These are the gels that they generally sell in the market as well, with the same gelling agent. Alright, so this is the first gel that we have made. Now coming to the next gel. The next gel is going to be our lemon gel. The reason why I selected the lemon gel is because I really like the fragrance of my lemon hydrosol. So I was to make the strawberry, but I shifted off to the lemon. Alright. These products will last for about a year. Up to a year you can keep the products. Just add a little bit of chelating agent to keep your product fresh for a longer time. You can go ahead and add sodium gluconate, a pinch of sodium gluconate. For those who are going to be selling their products, for those who are into business, add 0.1 gram of sodium gluconate, just a pinch of sodium gluconate. Too much of sodium gluconate will thin out your gel. It will not have a good hold. Nothing acidic should go in this gel. If you try to add anything acidic like citric acid solution, benzoic acid, sodium benzoate, anything which is very acidic, immediately the gel bonds are going to break and it is going to become water again. So it is very important that nothing acidic, because as I initially told you all, this gel works on pH, on the pH level. Until and unless the pH level is maintained between 6 and 7, your gel will be in a good gel consistency. The moment the pH level goes down because of anything acidic coming into it, it is going to become water. And then we cannot do anything to mend it. So please be very careful about what you are adding in this gel. Sodium gluconate, correct. Correct. Someone has asked me, yeah, that's the right thing. Zainab, sodium gluconate. Okay, so now here we are going to be making our lemon gel. So here again I have hydrated for the person who said that Carbapol does not dissolve. I want you to see how it has dissolved. You can't see any pieces of carbomer in this. That is because I have kept this for 1 hour to hydrate. If I just add my carbomer right now, it is definitely not going to dissolve. So it takes a very long time. What you have to do is, you have to just put your carbomer there in the water. Use a sling film, cover it with a sling film. Whenever, this is a tip, whenever you use any gelling agent, never expose it to air, because it affects the gel consistency. So always when you're using a gelling agent, cover it with a sling film, keep it at the side for 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever. When you get free, then you will see after an hour itself, your Carbapol has completely dissolved in the water. And this is the time where you can start making your gel. If you're making your gel when there are white lumps in there, it's not going to work. It's not going to become a good gel consistency. So now again I'm going to follow the same thing. Here I'm going to be using my lemon hydrosol. I'm going to add my lemon hydrosol here. Same quantity as the green apple hydrosol. Okay. So I've added my lemon hydrosol. I'll add my glycerin now. I have already given the recipe in the start itself. You can just look through the video. I think you missed the beginning. Just go through the video. The entire formulation is shared. All the ingredients along with how much you need to use. Aloe vera, to make aloe vera gel, you can use aloe vera extract. You can use aloe vera 200x powder. Aloe vera extract is what will suit the best. You can use around 2 to 2.5 grams of aloe vera extract. Maximum 3 grams of aloe vera extract. You can complement it, combine it with maybe a cucumber extract or a rose extract or a tea tree extract. If you have a very acne prone skin, you can go for an aloe vera or a tea tree extract, green tea extract, and you can go ahead and make your gel. So here I have gone ahead and I have added my glycerin and I have added the lemon hydrosol. Just take care, please. Just take care. And I'm going ahead and giving this a mix. Now if you see, I want you to understand the change about how the pH affects the product. Now when I showed you all the consistency of the Carbapol with water, it was a serum like consistency. You know, it had that little thickness to it. Now the moment I have added the hydrosol and I have added the glycerin, now if you see the consistency, it's a watery consistency. So what I want to show you all with this is, what has happened is, the pH of the hydrosol and the glycerin is lower. So the moment we have added those low pH ingredients in this, it has thinned out. The Carbapol has thinned out. That is the reason why the pH is very important. Now the moment I add the TA, again the pH will rise and it will form into a gel. So in the same way, after the gel is formed, if you add any electrolytes, no, it is very electrolyte sensitive. Anything acidic, any electrolyte substance, automatically how this has become a thin liquid, it's going to become like that. So you have to understand how important it is to balance your pH for this formulation. So here I'm going to go ahead and add my 4 drops of TEA. So I'm just starting with 4 drops. I never find the need to add more than 4 drops till now. So far I've made a lot of gels with Carbapol. I've never found the need to add more than maximum 5 drops and it's done. You don't need to add anything more than that. And now if you see, already the gel is formed. I'm just going to mix it because mixing is very important after adding the TEA. Yes. I will. So sweet of you. I am taking a breather as well. Yes, pH of 6 is fine. Just to make you all understand on this, I have a lot of people asking me that is a pH of 6, is a pH of 6.5 okay? Even when we make cold processed soaps, is a pH of 7 okay? Now we need to understand that first of all, what product we are making. If we are making a gel based product, most of the gel based product, leaving aside 2-3 gelling agents which work on at a low pH as well, most of the gelling agents work at a pH between 6-6.5. And we need to understand it is very safe for the skin on our face, hands, legs, because the water that we use, the pH of water is 7, and that causes no harm for our hair, for our skin, for our body. So definitely, even if we are using a product with a pH of 6 or even 6.5, it is still gentle enough for our skin. So there is absolutely no problem in using the product. It is very safe. Alright, so now I'm just going ahead and adding my Phenoxy ethanol here, my preservative. And for this, I will go ahead and add little bit of yellow pigment, just because this is a lemon gel. I will just add a little bit of yellow pigment to this. Please make sure whatever pigments you are adding are all water soluble. You can go ahead and add liquid pigments as well. That's more easier in gels. To work with gels, it's more easier. You can add the liquid color. It should be water soluble. That is very important. Please keep that in mind. It should be able to solubilize in the water. Okay, so I've gone ahead and added a little yellow pigment to this. I think the yellow pigment fell a little too much. It's become a little dark yellow, but it still looks nice. I'll just show you all. I'll just mix this and show you all. Fresh aloe vera pulp, no. Never, for the person asking me the question about fresh aloe vera pulp, never make aloe vera gel with fresh aloe vera pulp. It is very, very unsafe to use fresh aloe vera pulp. Please don't use that. It's okay to use, it's okay to make aloe vera gel and use fresh aloe vera pulp if you're going to be finishing the gel within 10 days. Within 7 to 10 days, if you're able to finish your gel, if you're able to refrigerate it, keep it, use it, it is fine. Otherwise, it is extremely unsafe to use the aloe vera pulp. Always go for 200x powder or the extract. For the person asking me about the 200x powder, I'll tell you how you need to make the water. Just give me a minute. Okay, so this is the lemon gel that we have. This is how the gel looks. Alright, so here we have made both of our gels, and I will take your questions, don't worry, whatever questions you all have. This is our green apple gel. Green apple gel has a little undissolved pigment which will dissolve after a while. The lemon gel has quickly dissolved all the pigment, and this is how it looks. So these are both the gels. I have not added any fragrance to this, but both have an amazing fragrance of the hydrosol itself. So I do not need to add any fragrance to this. Now coming to the questions, we are done with the making of the gel. For the aloe vera 200, if anyone has any questions to ask, please feel free to ask. We do have a little bit of time. If you want to know anything, ask me any questions, please write down in the comment section. So for the aloe vera 200x powder, you need to take that water soluble powder. 0.5 grams of the aloe vera 200x powder needs to be added in 100 grams of distilled water. That is how you need to make your aloe vera juice. That is how generally aloe vera juice is made. Aloe vera 200x powder, 0.5 grams in 100 grams of distilled water. You need to nicely mix it, and you can keep it in the bottle, and you can use it for making any of your skincare products, whatever skincare products you want. Escagard PG. Escagard PG is a water soluble preservative, so you can definitely go ahead and use it. Liquid Germil Plus, you can definitely use that as well. Now red wine. Alright, so red wine directly you cannot use. No alcohol can be directly used in these gels. The moment you use any alcohol directly with Carbapol, it will all become water again. If you want to introduce red wine, you have to use a red wine extract or red wine hydrosol. Sodium gluconate, yes, you can use EDTA, but EDTA is not considered very natural. It's not a natural chelating agent. The natural chelating agent is sodium gluconate, potassium sorbate. These are natural chelating agents. So sodium gluconate works very well with these gels. So try preferably using sodium gluconate. If you're selling your product, preferably use that. Is it 100% organic gel? See, now the thing is, Carbapol is a natural ingredient. All our hydrosols, water, extracts, everything is naturally derived. The only thing which is not natural here is the TEA, that is our pH enhancer. That is the pH adjuster. But what happens is, our pH, the pH of the water, we are not exceeding it to a pH of 8 or 9, which can be too harsh for your skin. We are only using 2 to 3 drops to increase the pH up to 6.5, which is very safe to use for our skin. So basically the TEA, though it is not considered a natural product, but what the work that it has is just to increase the pH of water. Now, once it does that work, once it has increased the pH of the water, there is nothing present in it which is chemical based in your gel, because it has already done its work of increasing the pH, and after that it doesn't have any significant role in this gel. So it is not going to hamper your skin in any way, or it is not harmful for your skin in any way. These gels in the market which is made with Carbapol are sold as all natural gels. So you can easily sell these products as all natural products. Glycerin I have added. You can just go through the video again. You will see it in the video. I have already added glycerin. See, chelating agent basically will only increase the shelf life of your product, and it will keep your product fresh for a longer time. Otherwise, since this contains 90% of water, there are chances that molds, bacteria, yeast grows on it faster. When you have more water in your product, there are chances for it to get spoiled fast. So sanitizing your place where you're making the product, sanitizing it with 99% rubbing alcohol is very important. But make sure rubbing alcohol is not left in your container, because again that will react with the Carbapol. So wipe everything properly wherever you're working, sanitize everything well, and then make your product. If you're not going to be using distilled water, DM water, deionized water, then you cannot expect these products to last for a longer time. It is very important that you need to use proper metal free water, distilled, DM or deionized water. Should we wash our face? Not required. You can apply it on your skin, leave it overnight. Next day, if you want to, you can wash it. But nothing is going to be left, no residue is going to be left on your skin. It will very nicely get absorbed in the skin. If at all you want to apply it on your hair, you can go ahead and apply it on your hair as well to condition it. With aloe vera is always more better. If you have dandruff issues, if you have too oily skin, add a little bit of tea tree oil. There is no harm in adding about 0.5 grams of any oil. There is no harm in adding. The only thing is the transparency that you can see here. It won't remain so transparent. It will get a little translucent. For that, if you want a solution, you can just add 1 gram of polysorbate 20. You can please write all these tips down. 1 gram of polysorbate 20 if you add, in case you have added any oil, it will automatically solubilize the oil and make the gel transparent again. So that is how you can introduce oil. Alright, so rose water, yeah. Now you can go ahead and use rose water, but not instead of DM water. We need a base to dissolve the carbapole. What you can do is, if at all we have 50 grams of water, you can add 25 grams of distilled water and 25 grams of rose water. You cannot compensate the whole into rose water, because we need a certain amount of water so that we can hydrate and dissolve the carbapole. Carbapole best gets dissolved in water, not with any hydrosols or with any rose water or anything like that. So you cannot completely remove water from this. Can you use food color? Yes, you can go ahead and use food color, skin safe color, lip safe color, food color. The only problem what I have heard people having from food color is it bleeds after some time. So if you're selling your product, use the right quality color, because you don't want to be using some color which after 1 month or 2 months it just bleeds off, and you know the color close it with the noise, you know, it just bleeds off and the color is seen patchy or something. You do not want that to your product, so please make sure you're using the right quality color. There is no alternate for carbomer. If you find sodium carbomer, well and good, you can go ahead and use it in the same proportion. Sodium carbomer does not need a pH adjuster. It is an ingredient which gels by itself. It does not need it doesn't need the TEA to adjust the pH. But very difficult to find here in India, the sodium carbomer. Apart from that, there are a lot of other gelling agents available. Alright, so I think more or less I have taken most of the questions for those who are interested in more advanced learning of skincare products, more advanced formulations. You all can definitely get in touch with me. I'm writing down my WhatsApp number. I'm writing down my WhatsApp number here. This is my WhatsApp number. You all can join the group. I do have a group as well. You all can go ahead and join in, and you all can just give me a minute. Yeah. You all can also take down my number. It's 9167 317 669. So this is my number. For anyone who's interested in joining the group in learning more skincare products, I take almost around 40 different types of skincare product workshops. So if any one of you all are really interested in selling your products, in doing, starting up your own business, you all can definitely connect with me for whatever products you're looking for. For people who want to get into only using natural products, for your skin, this is the best way to start off with. because outside products contain a lot of chemicals, and we have seen how it has been hampering our skin, and the overall health. So for those who are even interested for self use, can definitely learn how to make these products and make it in smaller batches. So for whatever information you all need, you all can always connect with me. Feel free to contact me on the number that's given. And thank you so much everyone for all those who have removed time and attended the live workshop. Thanks a lot for all your support always, and do let me know next what workshop you all would like me to come up with, the free one. I have one free workshop every month. So if at all you all have any inputs, anything that you all want to, something basic which I can finish off in this time, I will be more than happy to come up with that. Thank you so much everyone, and I hope you all have a lovely day ahead. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Full live chat